Good afternoon, all. Welcome to the lecture of Advanced Discrete Mathematics. Okay, so in last lecture we have seen what is a component. Okay, that is the number of maximal connected subgraphs in a given graph G is nothing but the number of components in a graph G. Okay, so after that we have seen what is a cut vertex. Any vertex is said to be a cut vertex. Yes. What is a cut vertex?
When G minus that vertex graph is disconnected graph.
Disconnected. And if the graph is itself a disconnected graph, then how can we check whether the corresponding vertex is a cut vertex or not?
If number of components increases.
If it increases the number of connected components, then the corresponding vertex will be cut vertex. And what is the cut set of a graph G? Yes, what is a cut set of a graph G? If G be a graph with vertex set V and edge set E, and S is any non-empty subset of E, then S is said to be a cut set of a graph G if removal of S disconnects the graph G and removal of any non-empty subset of that S does not disconnect the given graph G, then the corresponding set S is said to be a cut set for a graph G. And what is a bridge? Yes, what is a bridge?
Edge E is called as bridge if G minus E is disconnected graph.
If G minus E is a disconnected graph, then we say that the corresponding E is nothing but the bridge for that graph. Okay, so now next one is nothing but the walk. What is a walk? Okay, see the definition first. A walk in a graph G, a walk in a graph G is a finite sequence, is a finite sequence W equal to V0, E1, V1, E2, V2 up to so on Vk minus 1, Ek, Vk, whose terms are alternating vertices and edges, whose terms are alternating vertices and edges such that for each I lies between 1 to k, each I lies between 1 to k, the age ei has ends vi minus 1 and vi minus 1 and vi. Okay, so what is a walk in a given graph G? A walk in a graph G is a finite sequence that is V0 E1, V1 E2, V2 E3, V3 and up to so on Vk minus 1, Ek, Vk, whose terms are alternating vertices and edges. So that for any I lies between 1 to k, the edge Ei has ends Vi minus 1 and Vi. Okay, so the edge ei is immediately preceded by preceded and succeeded by the two vertices with which edge ei is connected, that is it is incident. Okay, so if we take any edge ei in a walk w, then it is immediately preceded and immediately succeeded by two vertices. For example, if we take the corresponding edge will be ek, then it is strictly preceded by vertex vk and strictly succeeded by vertex vk minus 1. Okay, now we say that we say that the above walk, that is w, the above walk w is a v naught to vk walk. Either we can set it as a walk w or v naught to vk walk, or a walk from vertex v naught to vertex vk, and the vertex v naught is called, the vertex v naught is called the origin of the walk, origin of the walk w, walk w, and vertex vk is called terminus of the walk w, terminus of the walk w. Okay, so the walk w can be also referred as v naught to vk walk, or a walk from v naught to vk, where the first vertex v naught is called as origin of the walk w, and the last vertex, that is the vk, which is called as the terminus of the walk w. Okay, now there is one important note there. Note that the vertices v naught and vk are always not distinct. Okay, so note that vertex v naught and vk need not be distinct, need not be distinct. It means there is a possibility for which both the vertices are same. Okay, and the vertices in between these v naught to vk are called the internal vertices. So the vertices v1, v2 up to so on vk minus 1 in the above walk w, in the above walk w are called the internal vertices, called the internal vertices, and the number of edges, the number of edges in the walk w, in the walk w is called length of the walk w, length of the walk w. Okay, so if v naught is a origin and vk is a terminus of the walk, then vertices v1 to vk minus 1 are called the internal vertices, and the number of edges in which the walk cover is called as the length of that corresponding walk w. Okay, for example, suppose we have one graph. Okay, okay, so this will be vertex v1, vertex v2, vertex v3, vertex v4, and vertex v5. Maybe one more edge is there. Okay, and edges are nothing but edge e1, e2, e3, e4, e5, and here is one more edge there, edge e6, e7, e8, e9. Sorry, something is e1, e2, e3, e4, e5, e6 is there, age e7, age e8. Already we have given an age e5, age e9, and age e10. So this will be a graph G with vertex set V and age set E. Okay, now here we have to find out the walks of the that corresponding graph G. Suppose W1 is a walk which is nothing but V1, E1, V2, E5, V3, E10, V3, E5, V2, E3, and V5. One more walk is there. W2 is nothing but V1, E1, V2, E2, V1 is there. One more W3 is nothing but V1, E2, V2, E5, V3, E9, V1. Okay. So these are the three W1, W2, and W3. Now we have to check whether these W1, W2, and W3 are walks or not. Okay. So what is a walk? By definition, walk is nothing but it is a alternating finite sequence of alternating terms, vertices, and edges. Now by the definition of a walk, tell me whether W1 is a walk or not. Yes, is W1 is a walk or not? Again, here we have the finite sequence having terms are alternating vertices and edges. So by definition, this will be a walk. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
What about W2? W2 again here it is a finite sequence having terms are alternating vertices and edges. So it is again a walk, and same for W3 also. But what is a in first walk? V1 is the origin and V5 is a terminus. But in walk W2, origin and terminus both are same since it is a walk from V1 to V1, and same for W3 also. And we know the number of edges in a walk is nothing but the length of the walk W. So what is a walk? What is a length of walk W1?
5.
5. And walk W2 has length 2 and walk W3 has length 3. So W1, W2 and W3, W1, W2 and W3 are the walks of length 5, 2 and 3 respectively. Okay. Again here, in the definition of walk, here there is one V naught and Vk need not be distinct. So here there is a walk second in which V naught and Vk are same. That is origin and terminus are same. Same for the walk W3 also. Okay. Now next definition is nothing but the trivial walk. Trivial walk. A trivial walk. A trivial walk is one having no edge, that is containing no edges. If there is no edge in a walk, then the walk is called as a trivial walk. Thus for any vertex W equal to V gives a trivial walk. And what should be its length?
0.
As here there is no edge, then its length will be 0. And it has length 0. Length 0. Okay. So from above graph, Okay, so from this graph, if this will be a graph G, then we can take any vertex from this graph G, then it gives a trivial walk of length 0, whatever it will be, V1, V2, V3, V4, and V5. Okay, so from above graph, above graph W equal to vertex V2 is a trivial walk of length 0. Okay. Next one is nothing but the open walk. Open. See the definition first. A walk is said to be open. A walk is said to be open if its end vertices are distinct. End vertices are distinct. Similarly, what is a closed walk? Closed walk. A walk is said to be closed. A walk is said to be closed if its end vertices are similar. End vertices are similar. Okay. So any walk is said to be open if its end vertices are distinct, and it is said to be closed if its end vertices are similar. From this walk, whether walk Wn is a open walk,
Yes, sir.
as its end vertices are distinct, so this will be a open walk. What about closed? Is it closed?
No, sir.
This one is not closed. What about W2? Whether it is open or closed?
Close.
It is a closed walk. And W3 is again closed walk. Since it is from V1 to V1 itself. Okay. Now, one more definition is there for walk. Sorry, open and closed walk. Given two vertices U and V. Given two vertices U and V of a graph G, a graph G, a UV walk, a UV walk, that is a walk from U to V, is said to be is called open or closed, open or closed, depending on whether u is not equal to v or u is equal to v. Okay, so this will be the definition for open and closed walk. Now the next concept is nothing but the trail. What is a trail? See, if the edges of the walk are distinct, if the edges E1, E2 up to so on EK of the walk W, of the walk W are distinct, that is W is nothing but P0, E1, V1, E2, V2 up to so on Vk minus 1, Ek, Vk are distinct, then W is called a trail. Okay. Now, from these examples, tell me whether walk W1 is a trail or not.
No, sir.
Why? Why this W1 is not a trail?
edges are not defined. Edge
Edges
joining
are not
V1 and
defined.
V2 are
The yes, yes.
yes, sir. Edges are not distinct.
Which edge is repeated?
E5.
And edge if is repeated, so this one is not a trait. Not a trait. What about W2?
Trailblazer.
This one is trait. And last one?
Yes, sir. It is a
This one is again a trait. Okay. Now next one is nothing but a path. An open walk. An open walk in which no vertex is repeated. In which no vertex is repeated. It's called a path. Okay, so what is a path? It is a open walk in which no vertex is repeated. Okay, now clearly any two paths with the same number of vertices, the same number of vertices are isomorphic. Okay, so if we take any two paths having same number of vertices, then they must be isomorphic. Then since by the definition of isomorphic graphs itself, since when we say that the corresponding two graphs are isomorphic, there is a one-to-one correspondence between the vertices and edges of that two graphs. As here we have two paths having same number of vertices, it means corresponding to each vertex we have one vertex in another path. Okay, same for the edges also. So as here there is a one-to-one correspondence between the vertices and edges, so the corresponding two paths will be isomorphic. Okay, and a path with n vertices is denoted by Pn. A path with n vertices is denoted by Pn. And what is the length of that path? If there are n vertices in a path, then how many edges are there?
N minus 1.
N minus 1. With length, note that, sorry, note that Pn has length n minus 1. Actually, path is also a walk. And what is the length of a walk? The number of edges in that walk is nothing but the length. So as Pn is a walk, so it has length n minus 1 whenever it has n number of vertices. For example, let us take one graph. V1, V2, V3, V4, V6, V7, V8, and V9.
V6 vertex.
Yes. काय झालं vertex V6 ला?
सॉरी सर मला दिसलंच नाही.
E1, E2, E3, E4, E5, E6, E7, E8, E9, 10, E11, 12, E30, and E40. So this will be a graph G with vertex set V and edge set E. Take here some W4 as V2, E1, V1, E10, sorry, V9, E11, V2, E2, V3, E3, and V4. W5 as V1, E1, E2, E2, E3, E3, V4, E8, V8. W6 as V2, E2, V3, E14, V8, E9, V9, E11, V2, and W6 as V2, E2, E3, E2, V3, E13, V9, V9, E11, V2, E1, V1, E10, E11, sorry, E10, V9, E11. Okay, so we know what is a path. A path is nothing but it is an open walk in which no vertex is repeated. Now tell me whether W4 is a open walk, sorry, path. First we have to check whether it is an open walk. If it is an open walk, then we have to check the second condition. Yes, is W4 is a path.
Yes, sir.
नक्की का?
Yes, sir.
What is a path? A path in which no vertex is repeated. Here vertex V2 is repeated. So
Yes, sir.
is W4 is a path. This one is not a path. What about W5?
Yes, it is.
Yes,
It
sir.
is a path. What about W6?
No, sir.
Why?
It is closed.
It is a closed walk since having vertices are distinct. That is internal vertices are distinct, but it is not an open walk. So it is again not a path. What about W6? As again, again here there are vertices V2, so it is repeated. So it is again not a path. Okay. Next definition is nothing but a cycle. See what is the cycle? A closed walk. A closed walk in which no vertex is repeated. No vertex is repeated is called a cycle. Okay, so it is first a closed walk in which no vertex is repeated. One more definition is there. एक non-trivial closed trail in a graph G, in a graph G is called a cycle, if its origin and internal vertices are distinct. If its origin and internal vertices are distinct. Vertices are distinct. Actually, what is a cycle? Cycle is nothing but it is a closed walk in which no vertex is repeated. Same meaning of this second one also. That is a non-trivial closed trail. Non-trivial closed trail means a single vertex is also a trail. Having length will be 0. What is a trail? A walk in which no edge is repeated. If there is only one vertex, then there is no meaning for the edges which is repeated. Okay. So for that reason only we have to take a non-trivial closed trail. A non-trivial closed trail means it has more than two vertices and it is a closed, it means its end vertices are same. In a graph G is called a cycle if its origin and internal vertices are distinct. It means whatever will be its origin, that must be an terminus also, since it is closed and origin and internal vertices are distinct. It means its origin, terminus and internal vertices are distinct. That is, it is nothing but a closed walk in which no vertex is repeated and it is called as a cycle. Okay. So now from this one, tell me whether W4 is a cycle or not.
No, sir.
This one is not a cycle. What about W5?
Yes, sir, it is.
Whether its end vertices are same. First we want a
No,
closed
sir.
walk. As it is an open walk, then it is not a closed. So it is again not a cycle. What about W6?
Yes, sir, it is.
It must be a cycle since it is a closed walk in which no vertex is repeated. What about W6? Sorry, W7? It is a closed walk, but here there is a vertex V2 which is repeated. So for that reason, this one is again not a cycle. Okay, is it clear?
Yes, sir.
ओके ना इथं नॉन ट्रिव्हियल क्लोज्ड ट्रेल घ्यायचं कारण काय आहे? नॉन ट्रिव्हियल क्लोज्ड ट्रेल याच्यावरून आपण असंही म्हणू शकतो की कोणताही वर्टेक्स रिपीट होणार नाही. जर ट्रेल असेल तर कोणताही एज रिपीट होत नाही. जर एज रिपीट होत नसेल तर करस्पॉन्डिंग त्याचे एंड ही रिपीट होणार नाही. ओके, so either we can say a non-trivial closed trail in a graph G is called a cycle, or a closed walk in which no vertex is repeated is called a cycle. Both have the same meaning. Now the next concept is nothing but the path length. Path length. The number of edges in which the path cover is called path length. Same for the cycle length also. Cycle length. The number of edges in which the cycle cover is called a cycle length. Okay, first they are path and cycle, then only we can find out its length. As from this example, this one is only a path, that is W5. What is the length of this path? What is the length of path of W5?
4.
Which is 4. Path of length 4. There is only one cycle, that is W6. What is the length of that cycle?
4.
Which is again 4. Cycle of length 4. Next concept is nothing but the girth of a graph. Girth of a graph. The length of a smallest cycle in a graph is called as a girth of graph. The length of a smallest cycle in a graph G is called girth of a graph. Graph. Same for the circumference of the graph. Is nothing but the length of a largest cycle in a graph. The length of a largest cycle in a graph is called circumference of the graph. So, the graph. Okay. So if length of shortest cycle, that is length of a smallest cycle is nothing but a girth of that graph, and the length of a largest cycle in a graph is nothing but the circumference of the graph. Suppose we have one graph. Yes. Tell me what is the length, sorry, what is the circumference and what is the girth of this graph G with vertex set V and edge set E? That is, we have to find out the cycles having length minimum and maximum. That is length of a smallest, sorry, cycle of a smallest length and cycle of a largest length. Hmm.
3 is the girth and 4 is circumference.
3 is a length and 4 is a circumference. Girth is 3, circumference is 4. आणखीन कोणाला वाटतं असंच? येस, बाकीच्या सगळ्यांचंही सेमच आहे का आन्सर?
Yes, sir.
Circumference is true. This one is not. Whether vertex V, whether walk V1, E2, V2, E2, V1 is a cycle. It is a closed walk in which no vertex is repeated.
Yes, sir.
What is the length of that walk? Cycle?
2, sir.
So what is the girth? What is
2,
the
sir.
girth? It is 2. If suppose here there is one edge, 6E7 is there. Now tell me what is the girth?
2, sir.
How? Whether this one is a cycle again, V1,
No, sir. 1, sir.
V1, E7, V1. This one is again a cycle. In that case, girth is 1. Okay?
Yes, sir.
So if there is no E7, then it has girth is 2 and circumference is 4. Now, there are some notes. First one. Whether every path is a walk. Is every path is a walk. What is a path? Path is nothing
Yes, sir.
but path is nothing but it is an open walk in which no vertex is repeated. What is a walk? Walk is nothing but it is a finite sequence of alternating terms, that is vertices and edges. So is every path is a walk? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
What about converse?
Need not. Not true.
Single path is a walk, but converse need not be true. Since there is one restriction on our path, that is, it is a open walk, and we know that every walk is not an open walk. So every path is a walk, but converse need not be true. Converse need not be true. Is every closed path, closed walk is a cycle? Is every closed walk is a cycle? प्रत्येक क्लोज्ड वॉक ही सायकल असेल का?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Then we have to go here. Okay. This one is a cycle. Stick here. We will take one more example. Take what W as V1, E2, V2, E2, V1, E5, V3, E4, V4, E1, V1. This one is a closed walk.
Yes, sir.
What about cycle? This one is a cycle. What is a cycle? A closed walk in which no vertex is repeated. Is it cycle or no?
No, sir.
चुकलं ना तुमचं. So what about converse? याच्यावरून काय म्हणू शकतो? Every closed walk is not a cycle. But what about its converse? Is every cycle is a closed walk? By definition
Yes, sir.
itself, what is a cycle? It is a closed walk in which no vertex is repeated. So every cycle is a closed walk, but converse again not. Every cycle is a closed walk, but converse need not be true. Third one. Is any single vertex is a path?
Yes, sir.
So a single vertex, and what is its length?
0.
0. A single vertex is a path of length 0. Fourth one. Is any single vertex with a single loop on that vertex is a cycle?
Yes, sir.
And what about, as it is a cycle, then it must be closed walk also. So a single vertex with a single loop is a cycle of length
1.
cycle of length 1. Okay. Now the next one. For any two distinct vertices, if suppose u and v be any two vertices of a graph G, then whether there is unique path from vertex u to vertex v. दोन वर्टायसेस जर माझ्या ग्राफ मध्ये असेल तर त्या दोन वर्टायसेस मध्ये पाथ ही युनिक असेल का एकापेक्षा जास्त येतील? For example, here there are two vertices v1 to v3. V1 and v3 are the two vertices. Is there is any path from vertex v1 to v3, and if there is a path from vertex v1 to v3, then whether it is unique or more than one?
More than 1.
More than 1, obviously. So for any two distinct vertices of a graph G, in general, there are various paths from one vertex to another vertex of various lengths. Yes. A single edge together with its end vertices is a path or cycle.
Repeat करा.
A single edge together with its end vertices is a path or cycle.
Path, sir.
And if if its ends are same,
Then it's
then
cycle.
it is a cycle. So a single edge together with distinct vertices is a path. Distinct vertices is a path and having length is
1.
path of length 1. And if the ends are same, then it is a cycle of length 1. And lastly, the path of minimum length joining the two vertices is called a shortest path joining these two vertices. Path joining between these two vertices. Okay. So what is the path of minimum length joining the two vertices? It's called as a shortest path joining between these two vertices. So these are the same and important notes. Okay. Yes. Up to now, any doubt?
No, sir.
Tell me, what is a walk?
It is finite sequence with alternate edges and vertices.
Vertices and edges. What is an open walk?
When origin and terminus are distinct.
And what is a closed walk? If the end vertices are same. What is a trail?
If no edges are repeated.
No edges are repeated, then it is a trail. What is a path?
No vertex is repeated.
No vertex is repeated. What about whether it is a closed walk or open walk?
Open, sir.
So path is an open walk in which no vertex is repeated. What is a cycle?
Close the path in which no vertex is repeated.
No vertex is repeated. What is the path length?
In which path is covered.
In which path is covered? What is the number of vertices in which path is covered?
Number of edges.
The number of edges
Number of edges.
in which path is covered is called as a path length. What about circumference of a graph? What is the circumference?
Cycle in a graph.
The length of a largest cycle in a graph G is nothing but circumference, while the length of a smallest cycle in a graph G is called as a girth of a graph. Okay.